Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of you guys are not going to like, and that is the idea of Amy being kidnapped in Heartland Season 14. But before I get into that, just a couple of quick things I need to say first. One, if you can leave a like on this video, that'd be awesome. Let's try to get this video to 75 likes. And also, if you could subscribe to my channel and help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers, I would really appreciate it. And as well, before we get into the video, I am not at all in any way affiliated with Heartland in any way, shape, or form. I don't know cast or crew. I know nothing about what's going to happen in Season 14 any more than any other fan does. This is just, I simply like talking about Heartland on the internet, so I make videos about it. And also, this storyline and idea of Amy being kidnapped by Ahmed in Season 14 is not my idea. I saw it on Instagram, and I wanted to talk about it because I thought the storyline would be interesting. So this is not my original idea. I'm not sure whose it was, but I do know that it's not mine. So basically, like I said, the idea is that Ahmed kidnaps Amy in Heartland Season 14, and I have said multiple times that Ahmed is one of my favorite characters, and I know people are going to dislike the video just for that, but please don't. Please listen and hear me out. Ahmed's character is so mysterious and so interesting and so just underdeveloped that we really don't know much about his character, minus the fact that he was in love with Amy. Amy turned him down because she was with Ty, and then, he left and we never really saw much of him after that. So how would this go about in Season 14? Well, I would love to see Ahmed return because his character, I think, would add a lot to the show, just when it comes to storyline and character development for all characters involved, whether that's Amy, Ty, Ahmed, whoever. And Amy being kidnapped is a interesting storyline for Season 14 because kidnapping is nothing we've seen on Heartland before. It's very out of the ordinary for the type of show that Heartland is. And I know that's why a lot of people are not going to want to see it happen, but hear me out. So when you're writing a TV show writers or movie writers or whatever, whoever is writing the episodes for Heartland or any show, they're always trying to figure out and come up with storylines that keep the audience entertained. Why is that? Well, the way CBC determines if Heartland should be renewed for Season 15, Season 16, etc. is by how many people are watching the show live on Sunday nights when Heartland premieres on CBC. It doesn't really matter about, how many people watch it on Up Faith and Family. It doesn't matter how many people watch it on Up TV, or I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. If it's not, I don't know. I don't watch it on those platforms, but basically, any viewers who watch it on the streaming platforms, that really doesn't determine if Heartland gets picked up for Season 15, 16, etc. What it does is watching it live on Sunday nights. And the best way for a writer of any show to get people returning every week to watch the upcoming episodes and new episodes are to have unanswered questions. And you see this a lot in drama TV shows, in TV shows that have to do with horror or mystery or drama. All the episodes will end in questions because that will get people coming back next week because they'll want to see if their questions were answered in that episode. So with the kidnapping of Amy, then obviously Amy is a main character. So anything involving a main character automatically gets people involved and invested because she is the main character, and especially with Heartland, it's been on for so long that people are emotionally connected to these characters, and especially Amy, because in many people's minds and opinions, she is the main character of Heartland. So anyone or any storyline regarding Amy with whoever it is, whether it's Ty, Ahmed, whoever, any storyline regarding Amy or surrounding Amy or about Amy is automatically going to get people entertained and watching the episode and curious about what's going to happen to her character because, again, she is the main character. So with a kidnapping, then that would just, amp up the stakes a little bit of, what's going to happen to her character. What's going to happen? Is she gonna be alive? Who took her in the first place, especially if we don't know who took her. why'd they take her? Where is she being held? Who's gonna find her? You know, how's Ty gonna react? How's Jack gonna react? How's Lou gonna react? What about Lindy? Like, what's she gonna think when her mom's not there? Then, you know, how long is it gonna take to find her? What episode will they find her? And that question of what episode is really important when it comes to any TV show that has to do with a kidnapping or anything. That is the main question, is when are they going to find her? And that question alone is enough to have fans come back and watch each episode live, because, you know, you don't know, and especially if they don't market it as the episode that they find Amy. If, you know, we don't know that they're going to find her when they show the promo for that episode or something like that. That is going to be what makes people come back, because, you know, again, she's the main character, so they're going to want to find her. But then, where do they find her? Who finds her? Who finds her? Like, how is she? Where is she? Why'd they take her? You know, is she alive? Those are all questions when you're writing a TV show that, and especially not a TV show, a kidnapping storyline. Those are the key questions that you ask. And then, you know, you have the characters at home. How are they dealing with it again? And then, you know, character development wise, you know, is Amy going to be okay after they find her? How is this going to affect, like, her mental state? Is she going to need to go to rehab or therapy? Or, you know, is Ty okay? Are the rest of the family okay? All of these questions provide a way and a path for the season to take if they choose to go down that road. And Ahmed, I think, would be one of the only ones that could come back and kidnap Amy, and it would make sense because he is in love with her. And love makes people do crazy things in TV shows and in real life. So it would make sense, kind of, if it was Ahmed, because maybe he thought if he kidnapped her, then she would fall in love with him. I don't know how, but that's sometimes what people think. Again, I don't know why. But Ahmed's character, as I said, is one of my favorites. I think, you know, there's a lot of opportunity with his character and character development for, you know, Amy and Ty and all the rest of the characters. If we were to see Ahmed return for a, you know, a storyline as suspenseful as, you know, Amy being kidnapped, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this idea, but please keep in mind it wasn't mine in the first place. Just giving my opinion on it and talking about how it could affect the story and how they could go about it. Maybe, you know, the entire season it is them trying to find Amy. You know, maybe in episodes 1 and 2, it's just like your normal Heartland, and Amy's working with horses, Amy and Ty are working with her business, and then episodes 3 and 4, Ahmed comes back, and then episode 5 and 6, he kidnaps Amy, and then the rest of the season, it's Ty and Jack and Peter and all of them trying to find her, trying to figure out where she is, and, you know, maybe they do know that it's Ahmed that took her, or maybe Ty figures it out, or something like that. All of these, you know, ideas that I'm spitting out right now are just ideas that are coming to my head when thinking about it. So if a writer if I have these ideas, then imagine what a writer could do when, you know, writing a TV show. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Would you like to see a storyline like this? Let me know. As I said, I'm very interested to know what you guys think, so drop a comment down below. Again, friendly reminder to like the video if you enjoyed. Let's try to get this video to 75 likes. I don't know if we could do it. I'm not sure. Please help me. Getting 75 likes on this video would mean a lot to me. And if you could subscribe and turn my notifications on so you don't miss out on any future Heartland videos, I would greatly appreciate that. And I promise to keep you guys as up to date as possible on everything Heartland Season 14 related. But that's all for now, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.